Objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, and Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth. To 15.7 trillion naira at the end of December 2018.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing him of committing a gross offense.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor, Ibikule Amosu.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James and thank you so very much for joining us. Quickly a look at the headlines making the rounds for today. APC crisis in Nigeria, plotters attacking Oshomole afflicted with 2023 virus, says Tinubu. Putin takes next step to staying in power till 2036 in Russia. Kenneth Copeland calls coronavirus very weak strain of flu, says healthy people shouldn't fear. Funke Akindele, Toyin Abraham, Ramsey Noah and others shine at AMVCA. COVID-19 global markets fall into bear territory. And on sports, Paul Pogba ready to sign new Manchester United deal for 2 reasons. Do well to stay with us, but I will bring you the details of the news after this time out. Welcome back, and now the news in details. Southwest Nigeria, Amotekun Corps takes off March-ending recruitment this week, says Akeredolu. Southwest Governors Forum Chairman Rotimi Akeredolu has said recruitment into Amotekun Corps may begin this week. The Ondo State Governor, who spoke through his special advisor on security matters, Alhaji Jimo Dujumo, also said a security outfit initiated by Southwest Governors to tackle insecurity in the region will take off in the next 3 weeks. He said all arrangements have finalized. The training of the personnel will last for 21 days, but there will be more training and retraining for them. Akeredolu's aide also said there would be no specially designed uniform for the Corps members. Meanwhile, the Kwara State government has said it is yet to have a formal arrangement on Amotekun with the government. Away from community policing and to politics, APC crisis in Nigeria, plotters attacking Oshomole afflicted with 2023 virus, says Tinubu. National leader of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Bola Tinubu, has said that the attack on national chairman of the party, Adams Oshomole, is based on 2023 ambitions of some party members. Tinubu, who broke silence on the moves to oust Oshomole in a statement on Sunday, stressed that those behind the move are suffering from a sickness he called Old Ambition Virus 2023. The APC national leader faulted the move, adding that it is recklessly undermining the party they claim to serve and also weaken the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. He maintained that the plotters engaging in the political maneuvering is a major concern to note that they are prone to the 2023 virus. Stressing further, Tinubu stated that Oshomole has been a tireless campaigner and mobilizer for the party and his contribution should not be undervalued. He added that those who have engaged in the moves believe they are clever and understand the political intrigue. He maintained that it is not yet time for 2023 politics to take center stage in 2020. Tinubu called on all party members to dedicate energies to help President Buhari surmount the challenges facing the country and leave the 2023 frenzy and commit themselves to the harder yet more rewarding task of improving progressive governance, whether within the party or at the local, state or federal levels. In another news, IPPIS lecturers protest deductions, non-payment of sabbatical scholars in Nigeria. Lecturers under the Colleges of Education Academic Staff Union on Sunday kicked against the deductions made from their February salary due to their enrollment in the Integrated Payment and Personal Information System. The lecturers noted that the federal government did not consider the peculiarities of tertiary institutions in the IPPIS. The union added that their members' February salary did not include the peculiar and academic allowance, and their colleagues on sabbatical leave were also not paid. The CRUSADES National President Nuhu Ogirima, in a statement in Abuja, lamented that the lecturers' pension and the imposed obnoxious tax deductions were affected on gross earnings of staff, which included non-taxable allowances, as against the basic salary on which such deductions ought to be effected. He stated that the union views the action as a serious breach of trust and therefore considers the federal government's betrayal as unacceptable. They are therefore stating that the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation should, as a matter of urgent concern, take steps to ameliorate this situation. The CRUSADES added that it was preparing to convene its expanded National Executive Council meeting to deliberate on further action on IPPIS and other issues. And now to Egypt, the rate of coronavirus cases likely to be higher than figures suggest. Egypt is likely grappling with a higher rate of coronavirus infections than official figures, according to research by Canadian disease specialists, and increasing infection among tourists who departed in recent weeks. At least 97 foreign nationals who visited Egypt since mid-February showed symptoms or tested positive for COVID-19 on return home, according to public health data and news reports. Most spent time on the Nile cruise is believed to be the source of the outbreak in the southern city of Luxor, a tourism hotspot. Egyptian officials say that an additional 100 foreign nationals and Egyptians have tested positive for the coronavirus since mid-February. This includes a 60-year-old woman declared dead on Thursday in the Nile Delta city of Mansoura, 465 miles from Luxor. Her death, the first of an Egyptian citizen during the current epidemic, came a week after officials removed 45 passengers from the Asara cruise ship, later quarantined in Luxor. Some 82 passengers left quarantine on board the ship and traveled home just days later after officials from Egypt's Ministry of Health flew to Luxor to screen 558 more people, all tested negative. A further 27 people initially diagnosed with the virus retested negative, they added. Malawi president dissolves cabinet as May 19 vote rerun approaches. Malawian President Peter Mutharika has dissolved his cabinet with immediate effect and transferred all ministerial powers, functions and responsibilities to the presidency, local media outfit reports. A 13th March 2020 statement from the Chief Secretary to the government, Lloyd Muhara, confirmed the new arrangement, which comes in the run-up to May 19th rerun of presidential polls that were annulled in February. Political analysts believe the dissolution of the cabinet is a move to incorporate the ruling Democratic Progressive Party alliance partner, United Democratic Front, the DPP-UDF alliance, announced in late February, is seen as a move by Mutharika to consolidate his voter base ahead of a rerun in which his main challengers are his former VP, Solos Chima, and main opposition candidate, Lazarus Chakwera. The Office of the President and Cabinet charged all members of the dissolved cabinet to consult the Chief Secretary to the government for appropriate administrative arrangements, the statement added. The UDF governed Malawi between 1994 and 2004 and has 10 parliamentary seats. The DPP has 61, while the main opposition Malawi Congress Party has 55. The UDF is led by Atupele Maluzi, who served in Mutharika's government before last May's presidential election. This coalition comes a day after Malawi's parliament set May 19 as the date for a fresh presidential election after a court overturned last year's vote, citing widespread irregularities. Right now, we will be taking a quick break, and when we return, it will be back to other news stories. We'll be right back. Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Heaven is still recruiting people. Many people are on the pulpit, but as far as God is concerned, they are still on the line.
Ministers Without Blemish 2020 March edition.
God does not grow ministry, God grows the minister. When the minister grows, the ministry grows.
The Minister Without Blemish March edition 2020. It has been refreshing, rejuvenating, and revitalizing.
The worst thing that can happen to a man is that your ministry has ended, but your church is still running.
The word of God is practically preached on the altar.
How to know you are disconnected from God is that materialism becomes your yardstick for growth.
Wherever you are all over the world, find your way to this place.
Everything you are looking for is in the Minister Without Blemish.
The March edition of the International Ministers Conference.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Mars.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome back, and it's still News Desk. Now from Russia, Putin takes next step to stay in power till 2036 in Russia. President Vladimir Putin has formally asked Russia's constitutional court if it is legal for him to change the constitution, the Kremlin said on Saturday, a move that could permit him to remain in power until 2036. In January, Putin unveiled a major shake-up for Russian politics and a constitutional overhaul which the Kremlin billed as a redistribution of power from the presidency to parliament. But Putin, 67, who has dominated Russia's political landscape for 2 decades as either president or prime minister, made a dramatic appearance in parliament on 10th March to back a new amendment that would allow him to ignore a current constitutional ban on him running again in 2024. Putin's intervention raised the prospect of his serving another 2 6-year consecutive terms after 2024, though the Kremlin points out that Putin has not yet said whether he will run again in 2024. The Kremlin said in a statement that Putin had signed off on the constitutional changes after they were approved by both houses of the country's parliament and by regional parliaments. The Constitutional Court must now rule whether the changes are legal before a planned nationwide vote on the shake-up due on 22nd of April. In another news, offshore aquifer found off South Island could help New Zealand tackle droughts. An aquifer has been discovered under the Pacific Ocean off New Zealand's coast, with scientists saying some of the South Island could draw on it for their main freshwater supply. Joshua Mountjoy, a marine geologist at the National Institute of Water and Atmospheric Research, said the discovery was one of the few times a significant offshore aquifer has been located anywhere in the world. As climate change begins to bite, it could become a crucial source of fresh water for nearby drought-prone regions such as the Canterbury Plains. The aquifer is located 60 kilometers off the east coast of the South Island at a depth of just 20 meters, making it one of the shallowest in the world. Although the exact quantity of water it contains is not yet known, it could be as much as 2,000 cubic kilometers of water, equivalent to half the volume of groundwater across the entire Canterbury region. The aquifer was discovered when scientific drilling in 2012 discovered brackish water, a mixture of fresh and seawater, leading scientists to investigate its source. According to Mountjoy, the aquifer's extensive resources were partly being replenished by groundwater flow from the coastline between Timaru and Ashburton. However, most of the fresh water became tapped offshore during the last 3 ice ages when the sea level was more than 100 meters lower than today. Mountjoy said there were several places around New Zealand facing significant issues with their groundwater, including Christchurch and Hawke's Bay, where increasing populations and prolonged dry spells were putting pressure on supplies. Moving forward, Kenneth Copeland calls coronavirus very weak strain of flu, says healthy people shouldn't fear. Texas-based televangelist Kenneth Copeland of Kenneth Copeland Ministries urged people not to panic over the new coronavirus, calling it a very weak strain of flu that healthy people shouldn't fear. Coronavirus is so weak, their symptoms are almost alike, Copeland said on Wednesday in a Facebook live broadcast of his Victory News report. Now, some people had it and didn't even know. They just haven't found out, they haven't found the way to knock that thing in the head yet. Copeland's broadcast began with a highlight of a different strain of the coronavirus listed on the label of a bottle of Clorox to demonstrate that other strains of the virus have been around for a while. He also pointed to a recent announcement from scientists at Israel's the Galilee Research Institute that they are on the cusp of developing a vaccine for the new coronavirus in the next few weeks. Copeland then said that much of the reaction to the new coronavirus has been fear-based and pointed to 2 Timothy 1 verse 7 to show why God would prefer for Christians to have faith that they will overcome the virus even if they are infected. Copeland then explained that having fear is to actively put faith in the power of the devil. In another news about the Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Award, Episode 7, Funke Akindele, Toyin Abraham, Ramsey Noah and others shine at AMVCA. Top Nollywood actors Funke Akindele, Toyin Abraham, Ramsey Noah were some of the big winners at the 7th edition of the Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Awards held on Saturday, 14th March 2020 at the Echo Hotel and Suites, Victoria Island, Lagos. Akindele won the award for Best Actress in a Comedy, Movie or TV Series for her performance in Moms at War, while Abraham emerged winner in the Best Actress in a Drama, Movie or TV Series category for her role in the movie Elevator Baby, and Noah was announced as the Best Supporting Actor and Best Director for the movie Living in Bondage. By far the biggest winner on the night was the film Living in Bondage, which carted away 7 awards, including the Best Overall Movie, Best Cinematographer in a Movie or TV Series, John Demps, Best Soundtrack, Larry Gagan Flavor, Best Writer in a Movie or TV Series, Asinogu Nicole and CJ Obasi, Best Sound Editors in a Movie or TV Series, Christina Aragon, and Best Actor in a Drama, Movie or TV Series, Swanky JKA, all in Living in Bondage. Now, other winners at the ceremony were Beverly Naya in the Best Documentary category, Mercy A.K. for the Best Dressed Female Award, Chibuna Stanley a.k.a. Funny Bone, Best Actor in a Comedy, Movie or TV Series, Gloria Safo, Best Supporting Actress in a Movie or TV Series, Peter Eagle, Industry Merit Award, Sarah Hassan in the movie Plan B, Best Movie East Africa, and Best Multi-Choice Talent Factory film Promises in East Africa, amongst others. Now on business, COVID-19, the global markets fall into bear territory. Markets fell sharply this week as the rapid spread of the COVID-19 virus continues to weigh on business activities around the globe. U.S. markets fell in excess of 16% this week, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average plunging 10%, its highest drop since 1987. Fears of the economic impact of the outbreak wiped out $11.5 trillion in value from U.S. markets last week as investors remain jittery over the contraction in global demand. On Wednesday, the Italian government announced new restrictions and movements in the country, closing all non-essential shops and services. The country has 12,462 cases with 827 deaths, making it the worst-hit nation outside of China. The lockdown imposed by the government bans public gatherings and restricts travel to Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Marks.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome back. We do apologize for that break in transmission. I'm still on business news. The lockdown imposed by the government bans public gatherings and restricts travel to only urgent work situations, emergencies and health reasons. As part of its efforts to caution its economy from the outbreak, the Italian government announced a $28.3 billion stimulus package. This is coming after the finance minister highlighted that there will be a negative impact to GDP due to the outbreak. Finally, at the close of the trade on Wednesday, U.S. President Donald Trump announced that the U.S. will temporarily suspend most travel from the EU and that the restrictions, which began on Friday, will last for 30 days. However, these restrictions will not apply to U.S. citizens or travelers from the UK. At the close of the trading on Friday, the FTSE 100 plunged 15.12%, while the German DAX fell 16.92%. On capital markets, Solid Minerals earnings hit 69.47 billion naira in Nigeria, says NAITI. Nigeria earned 69.47 billion naira from the solid minerals sector in 2008, the country's highest earnings from the industry in 12 years, an audit report released on Sunday by the Nigeria Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative stated. According to the report, the figure showed an increase of 16.71 billion naira, representing 31.67% over the 2017 revenue of 52.76 billion naira. The 69.47 billion naira earnings also accounted for 16.69% of the total revenue of 416.3 billion naira that accrued to the sector from 2007 to 2018. The audit report reconciled companies' payments and government's receipts from the sector in 2018, as well as tracked production volumes and trends of the revenues from the sector to the Federation account from 2007 to 2018. A breakdown of the receipts showed that taxes to the Federal Inland Revenue Service accounted for 65.69 billion naira, representing 94.56% of the total. Fees and royalties paid to the Mines Inspectorate Department and Mining Cadastral Office accounted for 2.21 billion naira and 1.57 billion naira respectively. The report disclosed that the main sources of revenue flows from solid minerals remain various categories of taxes, royalty, permits, annual services, and sub-national payments. Now, coming up next after the break would be Ivan Agafe, and he will be providing you an analysis and rundown of the sporting activities over the weekend. Do well to stay with us. Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Mark.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi Mark.
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT plus 1, that is 11 a.m. GMT plus 1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome to Sports Corner on Celebration TV News Desk. I am Ivan Agafe. Now, with major sporting events either postponed or cancelled as a result of the coronavirus pandemic, what could we possibly have on Sports Corner? First, we begin with news in relation with the Arsenal manager, as Mikel Arteta's wife provides update after Gunners manager tested positive for coronavirus. Mikel Arteta's wife, Lorena Banal, has revealed that the Arsenal manager is feeling fine as she recovers from the coronavirus in self-isolation and has thanked fans for their messages of support over the last few days. Arsenal released a statement last Thursday confirming that the 37-year-old had contracted COVID-19 and that the club was in lockdown to help prevent the spread of the virus. The Premier League has since been suspended until April 4th, and the earliest and top flight teams are scheduled to hold an emergency meeting this coming Thursday to talk over potential next steps. Bernal is thanking everyone who sent good vibes, texts, emails and calls, which she said has really been overwhelming. She understands as well that everyone is interested to know what's going on. She further said her husband is feeling fine, he is well, confirming it's true that he has symptoms of the virus, but the symptoms would have never stopped him from going to work in a normal situation. She added the Gunners manager would have just taken an ibuprofen or paracetamol and he would have gone to work, so really it's nothing major. Some temperatures, some headaches, but that's it. That's his experience. She and the kids are perfectly well. Apparently the virus is not lethal. It could be for a certain amount of people, but the majority are going to go through it with mild symptoms. Maybe some people have more symptoms than others, but it won't be anything really bad. In another news, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp praised by World Health Organization over coronavirus statement. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has been praised by the World Health Organization over his statement in response to the coronavirus pandemic. Coronavirus has now spread to 149 countries with more than 155,000 people diagnosed with the disease. On Friday, all professional football in England was suspended until at least April, with UEFA also postponing next week's Champions League and Europa League fixtures. Liverpool are currently on the verge of winning their first domestic title in 30 years, but Klopp nevertheless praised the decision to suspend Premier League football. The German manager said in a statement, if it's a choice between football and the good of the wider society, it's no contest. Really, it isn't. Club further mentioned the decision and announcement is being implemented with the motive of keeping people safe. Because of that, he is in support of it completely. Responding to club statement, Director General of the World Health Organization, Tedros Adhanom, thanked Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool for their powerful message to the world. WHO thanked Jurgen Klopp and at LFC for their powerful message to the world, putting people's health first, reducing risk, caring for the vulnerable, and compassion. This is the WHO way. The WHO maintained they will win the fight against COVID-19 if everyone works together. Klopp, who joined Liverpool in 2015, added on Friday they have seen members of teams they compete against become ill. The virus has shown that being involved in football offers no immunity. Now, away from coronavirus pandemic, Pogba ready to sign new Manchester United deal for 2 reasons, even though I do not support it. Yes, it is true. Manchester United midfielder Paul Pogba is set to return to training tomorrow and is minded to sign a new deal at the club due to their recent revival and uncertainty that the coronavirus outbreak has caused. The Frenchman has made just 2 appearances for the Red Devils since September, and it looked fairly certain that he'd leave the club in the summer, with both Real Madrid and Juventus interested. However, the coronavirus outbreak has scuppered league seasons across Europe, and it's unclear whether the transfer market will open as usual in June. Personal terms with Madrid had been all but agreed, but league seasons could be extended to make up for the delays, while Euro 2020 is set to be postponed until at least winter. That, coupled with the fact that United have turned a corner in the last 2 months, has left Pogba reassessing his future, and it's claimed he's willing to now sign a new deal. Manu Raiola hinted that the Frenchman was willing to speak to the club in January, but United took his words with a pinch of salt, and in any case are in no rush to give Pogba has 2.5 years to run on his existing deal. But the prospect of lining the Frenchman up alongside Bruno Fernandes is a much-watering one for supporters, and United would be willing to put Pogba on the same pay as top earner David De Gea. To wrap things up, the coronavirus pandemic isn't a joke, but it is also not a fight we can't win together. Respect and obey all safety measures, which involves washing your hands for at least 20 seconds, the use of sanitizers, avoid contact with your eyes, mouth, and nose, and finally, avoid being in crowded places. Together, we will beat this. This is Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe. Back to Comfort James. Stay safe.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining, and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT +1, that is 11 a.m. GMT +1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome to News Desk on Celebration TV. I am Comfort James.
And I'm Femi
And the news making the rounds.
Please stay with us as we bring you details. Watch robust, objective, analytical, informative, educative, entertaining, and inspiring news on Celebration TV News Desk. Every weekday, 11 a.m. GMT +1, that is 11 a.m. GMT +1 on Mondays through Fridays.
You are welcome to Sports Corner. I am Ivan Agafe.
Celebration TV News Desk, the whole truth.
Welcome back. Thank you so very much, Ivan Agafe, for that rundown. Now, this brings us to the size of the news for today on Celebration Television News Desk, but just in case you missed out, here is a recap of the headlines. APC crisis in Nigeria, plotters attacking Oshomole afflicted with 2023 virus, says Tinubu. Putin takes next step to staying in power till 2036 in Russia. Kenneth Copeland calls coronavirus very weak strain of flu, says healthy people shouldn't fear. Funke Akindele, Tony Abraham, Ramsey Noor and others shine at AMVCA. An update on COVID-19, global markets fall into bear territory. And on sports, Paul Pogba ready to sign new Manchester United deal for 2 reasons. And now to the photo of the day. Here it says, if you cannot do great things, then do small things in a great way, says Napoleon Hill. I think this is very self-explanatory. All it is trying to make us understand is this: the fact that you have not been exposed to that great opportunity or that great platform does not shut your door to success. It means that you can still achieve success by maximizing the small platforms you have now, the small opportunities you have now, by using those small doors and maximizing them to the fullest in the perfect way. So, the fact that you have not been exposed to the larger platforms doesn't mean that you cannot attain success by doing the small things you have right now in the perfect way. Well, we want to also hear your feedback and comment on the photo of the day. You know how it is done. Reach us through our social media platforms. Join the conversation. On Facebook, it is Celebration TV. On Instagram, My Celebration TV, on Twitter at My Celebration TV, and on YouTube, Celebration TV. We would always tell you this, that the continuous transformation of our society is a collective responsibility of all. No matter the office you hold, as a nation's president, a thought leader, an opinion molder, a character builder, a professional, or as a person pursuing passion, you have a duty to give your all to making the society a better place for us and the generations to come. So, play your part and do it with all diligence. I am Comfort James, and do have a blessed and wonderful week ahead.
To 15.7 trillion naira by the end of December 2019.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing him of committing a gross offense.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor, Ibikule Amosu.